Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Final faction guard. It's the last one. We've made it to the Easterlings. Rhun, Kahar, Easterling clans, they are the last one that we're going to cover here. As you can see, they're starting Karas Menegrim. Initial challenge hard, we'll see. I haven't actually dived into a campaign with these yet, so we're going to be learning together on the go. Without further ado, let's get kicking off. Let's find out the faction background.
The clans of Rhun are in disarray, squabbling amongst themselves and constantly at each other's throats. Sauron has sought dominion over the steppes, through corrupting their ways and rallying them to war as vassals of Mordor, but their focus cannot be held for long. The East is embroiled in a civil war. The once unified empire is fractured between the Rhun clan loyal to Sauron, the clans that maintain their own sovereignty, and those who took to the heart the words of the Blue Wizards. At the very centre of this struggle stand the Rhun, the largest and most powerful clan of Rhun, anointed by the Dark Lord as the ultimate claimants of lordship over the steppes. The Rhun are at odds with all their neighbouring clans. Now, their assignment is to seize control over all Rhun and prepare a unified Easterling war machine to strike at Mordor's enemies in the west. The Sea of Rhun and its surrounding lands are the most bountiful in Middle-earth, allowing the Rhun the ability to establish an economy that could rival the Dalian trade hegemony. The elite Lochirin units are more than a match for the greatest warriors of the Free Peoples, and each clan has a powerful cast of nobles to rule with great strength if they can be kept loyal. Indeed, the warring empire's potential is among the greatest of all the kingdoms of men, but only if the Rhun are able to seize it. If the warring clans cannot be united, or if the words of the Blue Wizards grow too loud, then the mission to strike a Dale will fail, and the Northmen will be able to help Gondor stave off the Dark Lord's invasion. Prepare your axe and sword, for war is innate to the endless steppes of Rhun. Service to Sauron allows, directing that desire for battle outwards, but the men of Rhun desire more than a dominion. They want a purpose.
Race trait at the Eastern Tide. Wave after wave of ferocious warriors bringing death and destruction at the Dark Lord's bidding. We'll see about that. Divided realm. Disloyal characters may break away and lead rebellions. Recruitment capacity +1 in all provinces. Faction trait Heart of the Horde. Vanguard of the great hordes of Rhun, the fiercest fighters of all Easterlings. Melee and attack and defense versus other Easterlings +5, kind of gives you a hint of what we've got to do early game. Dominating the Easterling clans grants access to fearsome local warriors and elite local rim units. Raiding reduces the morale of good factions. Extra income for every enemy unit destroyed. Kick their arse in battle, chase them down, and get that extra cash. Anyway, let's get kicking off. Let's see about this faction introduction.
We are the Rhun, the true blood of the East, strongest of all Easterling clans that claim vast steppes of Rhun and beyond. But that strength is now tested. Our own kin spill their blood in petty squabbles, resulting in a persistent civil war. Even now the Northern Harem raid our borders, and the Balkoth further west have issued a declaration of war. Enough of this disunity. It is time to reunite all Easterlings under one banner. Those who cannot be persuaded with words shall have to taste your blade. Perhaps the Rakro here will be most likely to lend you their strength willingly. Have them join you, and you will be able to field their fearsome Wain Riders. With every clan subjugated, your forces grow more powerful. For our true enemy lies north and west. The men of Dale have grown fat on trade, and long neglected their defenses. Descend upon them like a dragon, sweeping them away with the fire of a united East. Let the West tremble. Spare not their allies, the stubborn dwarves and the fading wood elves. Turn to the cowards of Rohan and Gondor, who have tasted Eastern steel before, and shall learn to fear it anew. The age of the West is ending. The sun rises east, and with it, the dominion of the Rhun.
Ooh, there we go. Yet another one. Yet another smashing intro. One by one, Free Peoples of Middle-earth fell to the power of the ring. We've read all of this before. General intro. Turn 1. Let's have a quick look at what we've got. Forces. High King. Kahavar. Cancel Elder. Maru. Can't do it yet. Doesn't have the influence. Neither does... Okay, so just that man there.
I read about...
Governors. Runic Plains. Capital. It's got to be the sun and air. In our lands we have a breakaway army, the dreaded of the east. Somehow I fear they're
I
not...
come from the Easterlings.
They're not to be dreaded, I don't think. We're going to fortify. And we're going to recruit some boys to the cause. Let's bring in another unit of bows, some cav, and some spears. Taking us up to a nice 10 out of 20. Let's have a look at tech. I think military is going to be the one which we go. We've got some Easterling enemies. Morale +4 against Easterlings. Melee attack and defence. We're getting all them Easterling buffs. Get the Civil War settled nice and early. How is the scran looking in each province? We've got 31 here. We could do with a little bit more. Food from fishing. We'll go ahead and do that in Londgerhunnen. Before we spend any more, let's have a quick look at diplomacy. See what we've got going on here. Mordor, we're friendly. Okay, we've got trade with Mordor. We've got a non-aggression pact. We've rejected military access, but it was moderate. So let's see if we can get them both for that. We can now move through Mordor unbothered. So we're going to go north first, and we're going to take the Rim lands. So, leaves us 1219. We've got some edicts to dish out, let's not forget those. We have got food here at the moment. We are going to bring in some more food in 4 turns, so I don't think that's a problem right now. I think what we will go for is the tax rate +10. Get a little bit more wealth coming in. Per room we can still pop an edict in. What I'm going to go ahead and do there is put demand highborn hostages, end turn 1 there. Mission issued, the Empire of Rhun.
The Easterlings once dreamed of an empire reunited beneath a single banner, but that vision has long since been forgotten. Now the clans of the East turn upon one another, each driven by ambition, envy, and the lust for power. Brothers raise their spears against brothers, and the hope of unity lies buried beneath years of strife. Yet the royal clan carries that hope still, and the path to empire may yet be seized.
Own the following Easterling provinces. Turns remain 200, become the Empire of Rhun, unlocks local clan units and elite local rim units. Nice one. Political obstruction. We say what goes around here.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Turn 2, what are we doing?
Make ready for war.
We are moving. Let's go ahead and get some more axemen, another bowman, and another clan riders. It's diminishing our cash, but it's necessary for us to storm straight north and begin our great conquest. Building wise, we obviously can't do much. And in turn 2 there, we're about to start our march into the north. Ooh, there we go. Maru has become an observant governor. Subtle in mind, he looks further and deeper than most. Construction complete. Aris Gorgrith. It's reduced our upkeep, but we're going to create a solution to that problem very, very soon. Let's see what garrison we got in Roscaras. Garrison of 7, plus an army of 7, so 14 total. We've got 13. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to get this done. Easterling farmers and Easterling fishermen. Let's bring them in. Why not? We've got a place for everyone. Okay, 1006 left in the old treasury. Having a look here, could do with a little bit more food, but we're struggling with poor irrigation, so we'll have to see what food options are available. I think Caras Menegrim is probably going to be one of our most secure provinces. We'll go ahead and build a centre in the city. As you will find out, the Rurim are to be played with very much smash and grab tactics, raid, romp, all that good stuff. We'll see a little bit of that coming up in turn 3, no doubt. We're coming into turn 4 now. Focus research is complete. Raiding income plus 50%. Recruitment complex is there, but let's go ahead and get the civic one done. We don't want to leave our people in the dust while we romp and rave. We've got to keep the people happy at home. Civic developments are the way to do that. Straight back onto the military. That's where the fun stuff is. Let's go and hit Roscaras right now. Since it is a capital city, we're going to go ahead and need some siege equipment, meaning unfortunately we're not going to be able to go until next turn, but we're going to get 1 light siege tower and some ladders. Continue our siege.
None will live.
We're going to save our cash for the next turn and the siege of Roscaras. Turn 5 is here, the final turn. Let's get straight at business. We've got one job to do here, and that's to capture and siege Roscaras. We're going to fight this on the battlefield. Remember what it said, extra cash for every unit killed. This is where all of our income's going to come from. Let's smash these boys to bits. I don't want to attack in the fog. Dry. This is what we want. Okay, here we are. Attacking Roscaras. 3 units of archers are going to sit pretty much right at the front. There's some farmers on the ladders. We definitely do not want that. You know what? You guys signed up. And that means you can get on the ladders. Get on the ladders with the boys.
What are Saturdays for?
The boys.
Let's see how we can do. I think they're ready. I think he's ready. Look at him. She's ready. She's definitely ready. This is a regular Sunday afternoon for her. Yes, the peasants are climbing the walls. The peasants are on the walls. They're at the walls. Operation Warland has gone overwhelmingly well. Don't know how well it's going on this side. They're losing, but not for long. Not when the fucking reinforcements arrive. They're fighting hard. They are fighting hard. Quickly does it, lads. Quickly does it. You're only the finest this army has to offer. The Easterling farmers, they got fucking numbers left. Go on, the spears. They're out of ammo. I'll tell you what. If my army had the courage of these Easterling farmers, mate, we'd have won this battle a long time ago. Oh, victory.
Praise the gods! Your victory is moments away!
Benny Hill this shit. Get the last of these boys mopped up. There we go. They lost every... 23 men survived. Bit of a shame. Let's see how much gold we bagged for that decisive victory. Close victory? I don't think so. We have looted and occupied Roscaras. Straight on the repair jobs. Boosted our income straight up. We will go for the clan leader as the follower for Kahar after the battle. It's going to get us campaign movement range plus 5%, and when we eventually make him a governor, good tax rate bonuses. We've got 1,350 to spend before the end of term 5. Doesn't look like there's any upgrades we can afford in any of our main provinces. In Longeron, we're going to go ahead and put in an insect keeper. It's going to make 20 bundles of silk. It's going to bring in wealth from commerce, wealth from commercial buildings, which we're obviously putting in place in Karas Menegrim, and bonus income from commerce faction-wide. Leaving us 350. Now this one is completely up to you guys, but what I am going to do, just because I am moving further to the north, is I'm going to give this 350 to the Variags, keep them sweet. Now, it may be that they never become friendly with you, but what it will allow you to achieve, just hopefully a nice stable front on your southern border, while your army marches north to secure the rest of Lower Rhun. So Toranost is the next one to take, and there's a desolate province on the northern side of the lake there. But then following on from that, we're going to move north, take Minas Runared and Karas Nenayath. Bringing that one to a close though, ladies and gents, I really hope you've enjoyed. It's the last of the official base game factions for the Dawnless days. This brings the playlist to a close. If you haven't seen it, go on the channel, check it out. There's an official playlist, got them all in, as well as all the factions covered in one video. It's like an introduction to that playlist itself. Thank you for coming along for the ride. Thank you for all the support, the likes, the comments, the interaction, all of it. It's banging. What's coming next? We're going to move into some faction rankings, some tactics, some other strategies, some news, some submod spotlights, all that good stuff. Thank you for being a part of this. Look after yourselves. Stay determined. Stay focused. Speak to you all very, very soon. Have a good one.